Hey everybody, welcome. Welcome to kdmoonchild's world. I'm Katie. Got stray hairs hanging out here. Sorry. It's cold here. You won't believe it. It snowed. I'm in Arizona, y'all, right? I have pictures to prove it. Yeah, well, I posted one on my community page, but yeah, it snowed and it actually stuck to the ground. It was pretty cool. Pretty cold, but kind of cool yet. Just kind of waiting for people to get their notifications and come in before we start. I didn't make any plans for today, so we can read cards all day. We can chat. We can vent. What do you all want to talk about? You want to talk about objects in the sky? Or do you want to talk about objects in your head? Or do we want to talk at all? Anyway, hi everybody. Oh my goodness. Been a busy week already. And I haven't really done that much. It's gone. The week is gone. Just went poof. I have some weird news happening as we speak. Actually started happening about 3:30 yesterday. We had a hazmat spill on Interstate 10 that has Interstate 10 closed in both directions here at Tucson. Yeah. Nitric acid. A truck hauling nitric acid, commercial grade, wrecked. Killed the driver, and the nitric acid leaked into the air. It looked like red rust smoke in the air. Hi, there you are. Somebody's here. Good to see you. Just talking about the bad air in Arizona, or in Tucson anyway. Yeah. Pretty strange. The wind was blowing from the north to the southeast, and the accident happened in the southeast part of town. But that's close to... Hi, Mama Redneck. Good to see you. That's close to the air base. Davis Monthan Air Force Base. I would say is probably not even 5 miles from where that happened. It's kind of weird. And probably 1.5 miles, 2 miles of that is airplane, jet. Acres and acres and acres of storage in, we call it the boneyard. But yeah, we call it the boneyard here. I saw that. I didn't get any. For some reason, I didn't see that until today, though. But I love it. How did you like doing it? You can come on and join me. Hey, come on and join me. We'll read together. Hi, Tracy. Good to see you, hon. Oh, thank you. Thanks, darling. Yeah, Mama Redneck, you want to come and join me? And we'll read cards. I love doing that, Yeah. Lightworkers Roundtable, not tomorrow, but the following week is open panel. So I just thought I'd see who came in and wanted to join me. And you don't have to be on screen if you just want to have your voice. That's cool. We'll do that. I'll work with that too. But tomorrow night should be a lot of fun. Tarot Stash is going to be here. I have yet to see anything that man puts out on YouTube or anywhere else that is boring. Get ready. This should be a lot of fun tomorrow night. So, Gerald, was at my birthday party on Raw and Unconditional Love Tarot's. Hi, Jules, on his channel. He and I had a birthday party together, and Tarot Stash was there, and I hadn't met him before, and it was like, oh man, you want to be on my channel? He's like, yeah. You want me next week or the week after? Okay, you pick. So I'm really excited to have him join me. How you doing, everybody? Oh, I tell you, the day after any kind of medical procedure is usually the worst. So I feel for you, Dolly. I feel for you, hon. You know I do. I've been there. Matter of fact, I feel for you so much. I have, from back when I was taking a lot of narcotics prescribed to me for my fibromyalgia, when I was taking the morphine, I had issues with hemorrhoids. And little TMI. For some reason, all of a sudden right now, I have them again. All I can figure was I'm not eating enough fiber. So I made Mexican beans and rice yesterday. It's kind of like dirty rice, but it has taco seasoning. You put taco seasoning in it when you cook the rice. So good. So easy. Fry up a pound of hamburger or whatever meat you want in there, ground turkey or impossible meat if you don't want to have meat. And then you toss that. I use actually, I use the Taco Bell seasoning packet from the grocery store. Super simple, man. It's just like, you make it like you're making your rice, only your hamburger's already browned, so you toss that in there. Your meat is already seasoned and ready to go. And then you put in most of, now this is going to sound really strange, but most of the liquid that you would use to cook rice, except for a half a cup. And it use a half a cup of milk. If you don't have any milk, I use powdered Nido or non-fat dry milk powdered in there. Anyway, that kind of gives it a cheesy flavor in the sauce. And then you put the lid on it and you cook it like you're cooking the rice. Stir it every once in a while. And oh my goodness, is that good? It's all you need to do is like put it in a tortilla. I mean, I tossed the can of beans in there and everything. Just even the juice from the beans. I calculated that in cooking the rice, measured it. But yeah, the rice says, usually it's 2 cups to a cup, 2 cups of water to a cup of rice. Just, adjust your measurement. Or if you don't want to put that liquid in that was in the can with the beans, you don't have to. I was just lazy. Sometimes there's good flavor in there. So, you've never had milk and rice? Oh, darling, you want a good breakfast? Make some steamed rice, just plain old steamed rice. Now you gotta like raisins though to like this. Take raisins, plump them so they're not all dry anymore, and then all you need to do is just soak them in some hot water for while it takes the time of the rice to cook. And then you put in a bowl, you put the rice, you put the raisins on the top, you put a pat of butter so it can melt down in there, and cinnamon and brown sugar, and then pour milk. My grandma used to pour half and half or cream on that. That's one of my dad's favorite breakfasts. That is a very old Southern staple, rice, easy to get. So it's really good and really easy. Once again, Jackassville. Hey, Camp Lejeune. That's definitely not a place. Well, they used to say that about here too, because we had Hughes Aircraft here, which is now Raytheon Missile Systems, but they had a big chemical leak in the landed in the groundwater in that part of town. A lot of people ended up with cancer, and it was bad. That's when I first moved here in '85. Yeah, yeah. Or with oats. I do it with oats too. Oh, and if you want to do it with the oats and add a little bit of protein to it, you can add a little bit of peanut butter with the raisins. It's really good. My mom used to do that, and she would take an apple, doesn't matter what kind of apple she had, and cut it up into little tiny fine pieces, and she put that in the hot cereal with the raisins and the peanut butter. Believe me, when I would go to school, but you got to remember, I lived up in the national park, so walking to school was like walking uphill both directions in the snow. That's kind of hard to do. So yeah, the hot cereal with a lot of stuff in it kept you going, you know. You had a horrible time getting pregnant. You mean you got pregnant after you drank the Lejeune water? Oh, thank you to your husband. Bless him. Oh, thank you very much to your husband, Jules. Mustang. That's cool. That water, my background, you love, love, love my butterflies. Um, and I have them under the black light too, so you can really see them. It's just a backdrop from Amazon. It's a bedroom tapestry. It goes up farther. There's a lake and the moon. You'll see more of it when I get to see. Now you can see my ceiling, but yeah, it's pretty big. It goes from there to there. Here's another butterfly. See how big it is? There's a lot here. So, but right in the space I use right now, I have to sit so close to everything. As soon as it won't quit snowing in Arizona desert, um, I'm going to move everything into my craft room. Since I'm doing more arts and crafts with you guys, um, I need a bigger table, obviously, bigger workspace. So I'll still have stuff like that behind me, but I can move without pulling it over on me. Your kids are ages 23, 17, and 9. That water. It's got to be the water. That's cool. That's cute. I love it. So, yeah, I just figured today we could make today um, all the weird stuff going on. You know, sometimes we all need to just talk about it. That doesn't necessarily mean bring our vibes down. Sometimes we can raise our vibes by letting it all out, you know? What you're scared of, and we'll read cards to look for solutions. Of course, we always have the dinner drawing solution. But yeah, I had a lot of fun on Thursday coloring with you guys. That was great fun. Um, don't forget, I have 2 coloring books to give away. You tell me which one you want. But you got to do it in the comments. So what I thought I would do, I'm going to post on my community page a post strictly for that giveaway. You guys got to go to my channel, go to my community page, look for that. You'll see it because if you subscribe to me, you'll get it anyway. But I will put a post in there, And that's where you guys go. And you put P for the Positive Vibes coloring book by Sienna Rose, or the color, what is it? Coloredopia, the one with all the animals with the very busy, lots of stuff to color. Oh, cool. So those are the two. Put a C for the color, the one with the animals in it, or for the positive vibe ones from Sienna Rose Metaphysical, put a P for positive vibes. So I will make that here just in a few short minutes. Got to make a picture to go with it to get your attention, right? I got one too. Oh, YouTube might not like it though, because I think it's copyrighted. Anyway, got to be careful with that stuff. I get tickled watching some of the readers lately. Yes, YouTube's been cracking down on nudity in their cards. And I'm going, YouTube, you don't know much about card reading, do you? While I sit here, look at this. This is going to make you guys laugh. But let me make that the hot seat so you can see it really nice and close. You see the leg here? I can't show you. Well, hell yeah, I can. Watch. I will show you her. That is my Gaia statue. But I got to be careful. Oh, yeah. See how small this space is that I have to work with? That's it, gang. That's it. It's a TV tray, basically. He's small. But hey, I can fit 4 cards, and 2 of them are oracle decks, so. Yeah. That's pretty funny. Actually, I was thinking about doing that. I have somewhere, somehow, in all my years of when I was in business and stuff, I got, the sticker tab thingies that I would show you one, but I moved my Nag Hammadi. It has them in them. Anyway, they're just little colored arrow tabs. And I was going to make bathing suits for some of mine. Because they're just like, they peel on and off like a Post-it note. So it won't damage anything. You kind of got it on some of them. Someone tell you the star card. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. She's very naked. Unless you have this deck. This deck's fun. See if I can find her. In my cartoon deck. Thank you, Dolly. Where are you at? Star, where are you? Huh? Not quite, but it's the Temperance card. I'll show you that one. That one made me giggle, so I have to show it to you. Can't leave it an inside joke now, can I? Oh, happy squirrel. This is one of the most fun decks. I'll read with it today, too, if you want me to. I think it would be fun to read on politics. Oh, dear. There's the sun. Where are you, Star? See, in the star card, in this one, it's okay. This is the one that made me giggle. Okay. Yeah, she looks like she's all about moderation to me. I don't know about you guys. Hi, Benny. Welcome. Yeah, don't you? Yeah, doesn't she look like she's all about temperance? Oh, yeah. Yeah, That's what I think of when I think of temperance. It's Star Elton John glasses, where your third eye is on a spring. Hey, Scotty B, good to see ya. Here you go. I like this one too. You're pretty funny. Yeah, they're cute. They're especially, and they are, Rider Waite. Like, here's the strength card. It's the girl with her lion. This one. Whoa. This one got my attention. Because the Hierophant is all about institutions and systems and government, and it's just one eye. And you got religion in one hand, and yeah. Wow. Kind of surprised me. A little bit of a commentary in that one. And each one of the bugs in the bottom have a key in their hands. You see there's 3 keyholes for buttons up the Hierophant's robe. So yeah, this is a fun deck. I like showing you guys my decks. There you go. Yeah. I'll take this one. Okay, camera, you can unfreeze. There we go. They are very, very telling. Actually, there's one in here that is very telling of the 1930s, because it's a symbol we now know as a white supremacy symbol. There he is. And it's the King of Swords. It's displaying it, but he's not displaying it. He's displaying it as an okay sign. But yeah. This one cracks me up, though. Pulling a donkey's leg, man. Oh, come on. My computer's not got a powerful enough video card to do this. There we go. Helps if I would just, do one or the other and don't have stuff going on the bottom and, make it all busy and drive you guys nuts. Let's do this. Ta-da-da. So, yes, that's the Mystical Medleys deck. Where put the box? I got the box around here somewhere. This is what the back looks like as well. Oh my gosh, it's a fun deck. They are hilarious. Here's the 4 of Wands. Celebrating spiders. But look, even the buildings are dancing. It is so much fun. And what I like about it is, see how that has that dirtiness there? That's actually part of the print. It's intentionally done to age them, make them look aged. They're not like that, see on the back. The book is all aged like that inside too. Oh, here's the book. The book is really cool because it's a little hardback. See? Ooh, it really shows up in the black light. Show it down here. Yeah, it's fun inside. Queen of Cups is a mermaid. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Sometimes it's hard to tell when you're reading it, the difference between a comma and a period. And then I got to noticing, well, they really don't put in commas. They put in dashes instead. So, and everything's in all caps. So it makes it pretty easy. Yeah, it's a fun deck. It's a really, really fun deck. I will put the link to it in the description if you're interested. Otherwise, if you go to my channel and look in the playlists for card reviews, it's in there and you can see every single card. Yeah, I like to just sit and read that book. That one, and there's 4 books that I like to just sit and read. I keep them out, not to use for my readings, but to just enjoy as casual reading. Trying to get this all. The tarot decks don't always fit in these display cases. They're kind of tight. But the Rumi deck book is beautiful. And it gives you a lot of information on each card. The metaphysical cannabis book is got a lot of information in it, especially in the forward. The forward and the introduction talks about a lot about using cannabis as a ceremonial. So, yeah, it's a great little book. It's a cute little book. The metaphysical cannabis one is really pretty like that too, and they're both by the same publisher too. See, but it's not a hardback. But it's got lots of colored pictures in there, and yeah, really gorgeous deck. The artwork is fantastic. Goddesses, and their different suits are the meta arcana, the physical suit, the cannabis suit, the oracle suit, and the integration suit. So, and the culture suit. I love this. I hope that is Ukraine one of these days with their sunflowers and their peace. And I hope that day comes real soon. But yeah, I have them all right here next to me so I can get to them if I want to. Yeah. Weird things going on here with that chemical spill. That happened at 3:30 in the afternoon yesterday. And last I heard, I didn't get to watch the 12 o'clock news because I'm here with you. But last I heard, they were still doing shelter in place. They don't even want you driving through there. And that happened yesterday. I hope and that the poor driver of that truck, I hope that how he died was very quick, because I wouldn't want to be him in that truck with that thing burning red, rusty red smoke. It was every bit these shades right here. Every bit. Yeah. Had, from what I gather, I guess, all up through into town in here. Truckers all sleeping in parking lots. And pretty weird, because people had to come up into town to get around it. So, yeah. Yeah, the big train, yeah, in Ohio. Yeah. When I was trying to find information on this spill, it was like, this is nothing like that one in Ohio. That one in Ohio was a train, and it was huge. Something like that happened up in Kingman, Arizona, back in the 70s. Propane tank blew up. It blew out a whole city block. Just took the block with it. People that were in that block never knew what hit them. Yeah. This one's weird because it's so close to the base and all those, airplanes, and just weird timing too. Yes, for days the wind has been coming from the north, going down to the east, south, northwest, southeast. And the storm was coming in from north, the one that hit Colorado Springs really hard last night, snowed on us. And that was going to switch the air current. So the air current was going to be coming from northeast to southwest. So they were concerned about what the air was going to do with it's nitric acid that's in the air. So I'm just trying really hard not to go outside at all. It's cold out there. The air is bad. It hasn't gotten up into the city because it's not blowing this direction. It's blowing towards Mexico, which is sad because there's a lot of small towns between here and Mexico. Not a lot, but a lot of people live there that work in those small towns and they commute into here. I just think the timing is kind of weird. But anymore, I am not a conspiracy theorist, but shoot. I didn't think that they would be talking about things coming in Alaska and Canada in the sky, and they're not balloons. They're objects. And nobody seems to be concerned about it. Except the people that see them. Typical, huh? Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. I wonder if I can do that on that other. No, I don't want to mess that up because I got it all set up for readings. I was gonna say, I wonder if I could show that on my other screen, but no, not right now. So yeah, just weird stuff going on. Kind of interesting when the truth starts to be in people's faces. I was watching all morning long videos. There's several. They kept coming up in my feed, different now into quote unquote independent news organizations, and they're going and they're interviewing people at rallies and stuff and asking the hard questions and making people all of a sudden go, wait, what I'm spouting doesn't make sense with what I believe. It's kind of interesting. That is nitric acid. It's not good. They're telling people in that part of town. Now, get this, it snowed last night here. But that people in the 1 mile radius of the accident have been evacuated. And I believe it's 3 miles outside of that is in a shelter in place, and they can't use their heaters. You guys, our blood here is real thin. It gets much below 50, and we think we're dying. Oh, that doesn't surprise me. For all we know, that truck came up from the border. They don't, we have a lot of produce and stuff come up through Tucson. Those trucks aren't all inspected with the American standards, you guys, for semis. And they come all the way, they go all the way up to like Seattle. 22 degrees. Oh, darling. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, could be. What's interesting is I have a friend whose partner That's what he does is he drives around and looks for broken down semis to work on, semis and people's work vehicles. Um, and he's got a pretty good business at it now. But he was trying to figure out what company it was that the truck came from. I could say, this is Arizona. It's not quite like in Mexico to be able to drive in Mexico. All you have to do is be able to afford to purchase the license. You don't have to prove that you can start a car or even steer one, let alone stop one. That's because of the stuff that they put on it. I've gotten super picky with my fruit anyway. I do the farmers markets around here, and I buy the ugly fruit. Who cares if it's pretty? Um, and I'm willing to pay the extra at the grocery store for organic. But the problem is, I don't trust. Hey, all my life, hi, Cat Shepherd. All my life, I've seen natural this and natural that, and on stuff that, yeah, it's a natural chemical. That parts of it were made naturally, but put together, they were put together by a human being. Anyway, and then finally in the 70s, they came out with, well, if you say it's organic, and it was California that let it, you say it's organic, it better be organic. And you look for the symbols. But yeah, that's one of those regulations Ronald Reagan did not manage to do away with. Well, and yeah, you're supporting your local farmers when you do the farmers markets. Some of the best jerky I've ever had in my life. Oh my God, we've got a farm here that raise beefalo, the cross between buffalo and beef. Oh, their jerky is good. Oh, it's so good. And there's a farmer's market just up the street here from me that I can walk to when it's a little warmer. Most exotic fruit I have had recently is this stuff called a mangosteen. If you give me a minute, I'll go get some. I'll go get the container and show you what they're freeze dried. They're a beautiful fruit that when you peel the purple off the outside, the inside looks like a garlic clove thing. Yeah. Beefalo, yeah, it's a crop mix between a buffalo or a bison and a cow, like an Angus cow, are crazier than hell because beef cattle are crazy, bison are crazy. You mix the two of them, makes awesome, awesome meat. Very, very lean because buffalo, bison meat is super lean. Um, I would much rather have that than regular beef cow. It's really good stuff. But I've had ostrich and stuff too. We got an ostrich farm just up by 10. When you can get up there, you're not stuck with a chemical spill. Let me go get that fruit. I'll be right back. I'm going to go stop my cam for a minute and I will be right back. That wasn't too bad. Hey, my house is only 1,100 square feet. It's only about 20 feet to the kitchen. Yeah, bison and ostrich meat are really good. I usually, when I do bison, I'll put some kind of, okay. When I cook red meat, I tenderize it with butter. My brother is basically a professional barbecuer, and he taught me that. Especially if you're barbecuing on a grill, put a little butter on there as you're cooking it. Tenderizes the meat, makes it smokier. Hey, Manic, good to see you. Anyway, I got my mangosteen here. Now I'm going to, as much as I preach, buy local, save on the airfare, buy what's in season. Okay, I broke all my rules, but I have a method to my madness. This is mangosteen. And you can tell I did not buy it in the United States. I'm going to put this back on. There you go. Mangosteen. But kind of pretty, huh? They are one of the fruits highest in vitamin C and the quickest and easiest to absorb it. And that's why I'm doing it. These are freeze dried, as the bag says, and this is what they look like. And you only eat a half of one. So break it in half and eat it. They have little seeds in them. But those are mangosteens. They look like marshmallows. And they're really light like a marshmallow, too. But they're really good. They taste like a cross between a clementine, a mango, infused with a little bit of vanilla. They're really good. Really, really, really good. I have to stop myself because I would sit here and eat this whole bag. And then I'd probably have sores in my mouth from the vitamin C. But yeah, the reason I'm doing it is to, one of my side effects from chemotherapy is, my skin is very thin and it's like I'm 90. See that? Look at that. So that's because the collagen underneath there is breaking down. So I am doing some amino acids that help you build your collagen back. And the best way to get it into your body, the best and fastest way to get it into your body is to use things that are high in potassium and vitamin C. So that's why I got those mangosteens. So I watched a couple of YouTube videos and thought, see how people like them. What do you do with it? And they were eating it like, pop it in your mouth and eat it like Cheetos or crackers or crunch, crunch, crunch. They're really good. They're really good. Yeah, I'm cancer-free now too. Good for your brother. Hi, Spirit Beyond the Stars. Good to see you. Yeah. I am too. I've been cancer-free for, oh my gosh. Well, I had cancer in 2008. So, yeah. It was quite an ordeal. And it's one I'm very, very, very thankful that Wolf Girl Oracle didn't have to go through the chemo radiation road. You are so blessed. You really are blessed. I'm glad you're cancer-free too. Woohoo! So is your mom? Oh, honey. The last 7 years, I think, has been just one constant test for all of us. And you know what? We passed. We're all here. The strong, they were doing the stupid when COVID first came out, they were saying, oh, got to do the herd immunity. It'll not do anything until we have herd immunity. So let's just give it to everybody and get it over with. And I was like, I remember a philosophy like that. I read about it in the history books. Oh, wait, they probably wouldn't let you teach that now. But anthrax. How did they test anthrax vaccine? Give it to one cow. Put that cow in the herd. How long does it take for the herd to die? Made no sense. Yeah, a shit show is right, Jules. Complete shit show. Yeah. It was like, hello. Made about as much sense to me as using an ultraviolet light up my butt to get rid of it. When it's a breathing thing, I won't put that up my butt. And my keys never have stuck to my arm. Magnet. What's going on over here? Are you two arguing? Willow? Are you being a bad boy? Having a little bit of a brother and sister spat over here. Don't let him do that to you. Smack him. Problem is, my male cat's twice the size of the female. Yeah, kids, don't fight. They were. I had to yell at them last night, middle of the night. I think the snow was freaking them out too. All I know is neither one of them could get any closer to me. And it was like, God, you guys, I can't move. Got these two cats laying on top of the blankets on each side of me. How do you turn over? They're not little kitties. Oh, I love it. When a kitty snores, when your fur baby snores so loud, you have to turn up the volume. My German Shepherd, when he was a puppy, we put him in the bathroom because he wasn't quite completely housebroke yet, and it had tile floor. Now, kids, stop it. Ooh, she had a claw in him. Go, girl. You go, girl. And he was looking at her like, what the hell? Thank you, Jules. Yeah, you guys hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. You guys are all subscribers. But those of my lurkers, I love you. Thank you for being here and for watching. I'm not very good at asking for like, subscribe and all that stuff. So yeah, wow, spirits. Yeah, cat spirits. Brothers and sisters, they get in spats from time to time. I think I would get sick of each other too, and that's who they have to talk to is each other, and that's it. They're house cats. Yeah, see, I've had 5 shots. I had to wait, a certain amount of time between number 5 and number 6. So I'm waiting to get that one. That one, I think I have to wait another week and I can get that one. So I thought I'd get that one in shingles while I'm there. I mean, since I was brave enough, I got the flu shot, shingles shot, and number 5 COVID all at the same time. I was sick for a week. Oh, my. Talk about brain fog. Oh, that's one thing too about these mangosteen and that the amino acids that I'm doing really have helped my fibromyalgia brain fog. If for nothing else, I highly recommend this. The 3 amino acids are proline, arginine, Uh-oh. And now I can't remember the third one. I'll list them for you. And then you use the mangosteen, and you take it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach with just water. I use orange juice sometimes, but with just water, because you want it on a pure empty stomach. And by the time you have your coffee made and ready to drink, you're already wide awake, but you're not all caffeined out. You like that? But yeah, I'm liking this. Thinking about giving up coffee and doing mushroom coffee instead. Oh yeah, flu shots. It depends on the flu shot. Which flus it's supposed. For some reason, they seem to think they're good at predicting which strains of the flu are going to be bad, and so that's what they'll put in the vaccine. And sometimes those vaccines together, you know, I when I was taking all my pharmaceuticals for fibromyalgia and cancer, I had a boyfriend who used to chew me out because I poisoned my body by smoking pot. And you know what? The chemicals that have been through this body to save this life. Yeah. Yeah. The amino acids, they're in the I thought about bringing those in here. They're in the kitchen. What I'll do, you guys, I'll put them in the description. As soon as we get off here, I'll put them in there. They're not very expensive. I got them all from Now, the organic, supplement company. So they're not like super, super expensive. I think the mangosteen was the most expensive thing. Yeah. And it comes, the part of the world it comes from is like Thailand, Bali, Indonesia, that tropical forests in India. That's why it has this really weird writing. Hey, the important stuff is the calories, which if you eat a whole one, there are 100 calories. If you eat a half a one, no, this one, ooh, these must be really ripe. The serving size for a half a one is 100 calories. For if you eat the whole thing, it's 200 calories. So if you're counting your calories, they're not a good thing to do, but counting calories doesn't help you lose weight anyway. Comes from www.bfruits.com. I got it on Amazon. You know me. It just make life is easier with flipping Amazon and Walmart. No kidding, Kat. I totally agree. Psilocybin, LSD, MDMA aren't nearly as nasty as, prednisone. Oh, all of those. When I was doing chemotherapy, they put me on dexamethasone. Trump was on dexamethasone when he had COVID, you guys, so he could stand up and breathe. They gave me that, and then they gave me a sleeping pill so I could sleep. Otherwise, woohoo! Whew, that Dex was like, give me speed. And I used to take a lot of speed back in the 70s. Whew, that was prednisone made you blind? Wow, Cat. I use mushrooms to do vision quests, and the last one I didn't get to quite go into the vision quest itself, but yet I had a great day. I wasn't like so out of it that I couldn't function, but yet at the same time, hey, Mr. Bungle! Yet at the same time, I was like stuff got reset up here. And the things that were bothering me didn't even come up again for a while. They'll come up again until you work through it. But it was like, yeah, lion's mane tablets. I'm going to do lion's mane coffee. It's supposed to be excellent for inflammation. And I don't care what anybody says. They say fibromyalgia is not an inflammatory disease. I've had it for over 20 years, and I beg to differ. It sure is. Yeah, there's one on Amazon. It's got more than one mushroom mixed in with, yeah, that's the one. Yep, the 4 sigmatic mushroom coffee. That's the one. Thank you, Wolf Girl. Yeah. Sounds good. I love mushrooms anyway. So all mushrooms. Even pretty pink ones with butterflies and little glow in the dark green ones. So, we're getting close to time to figuring out what's for dinner. Let's start doing some cards. What do you say? Cards. So let's see. I'm going to put some of these guys up that I had down. I go through and select the decks that I want to work with. Well, that Spirit wants me to work with. And then I get my energy with them, in them, shuffle them up, and cleanse them in my small sage stick. And my little bitty baby sage stick. Look at the size of this thing. I've used it every day, and it hasn't even burned a half an inch off. Smells really good. It has it's black sage instead of white sage, and it has a more of a woodsy campfire kind of smell. And where you use white sage, I think the first thing you think of, oh, a steakhouse. Ooh, art club. Oh, sounds fun, Jules. Can't wait to hear about it. You'll have to come back and tell us. Enjoy. I love you too, always, sweets. Mwah. Enjoy. I love chai too. And the spicier, the better. Boy, put lots of pepper and stuff in there. Lobster macaroni. You guys. So we don't want to look for what we're doing for dinner, obviously, from these silly cards. I love it. Yeah, you can. What time's dinner, Kat? Yeah, Kat, yes. Oh, Jules. Yeah, make a video, Jules. We'd love to see it. My husband just came through with a vacuum, which was nice, but I couldn't hear a thing. Honey, we weren't talking about a whole lot. We're talking about mushroom coffee and stuff like, don't hold back. Oh, ginger. I had sushi for my birthday, and the thing I look forward to the most is the thin slices of the pickled ginger, the candied pickled ginger that you add to the wasabi. Okay, I like my food spicy. Would you think the objects being shot down might be some kind of UFO? There we go. We're going to read on that. Thank you, darling. I am going to put that in there. Like the ticker says, please put your questions in all caps. It just makes it really easy. That's a good habit to have in all of the chats when you do that. It makes it a lot easier for us to read. There's so much going on, things sparkling and twinkling and up here. Korean barbecue. You know, I have a little convection oven burner. It's just a one burner top of the counter oven or stove. It's a hot plate. It's a glorified hot plate, but it doesn't get hot till you put the pot on it. Oh, wowee. It has settings for hot pot, and it cooks up to 15, it gets to 1500 degrees. So you can use a wok on it and everything. I got it for when I'm going to do my van thing. If I'm going to get to do my van thing, they're talking about down here, possibly closing public lands because of people going in and living on the public lands, tearing it up. No, you don't sound kooky. Not at all. There you go. Yes, I can read on that. But first, I'm going to see what we got for dinner. Oh. Looks like we got some fish and chips. This might be easy. Oops, helps if I turn the camera on so you can see it, huh? Might be easier. Yo, Miss Sassy Pants. That's good. I like when people wear their sassy pants. Okay. See if I can. There, now we're in focus too. Kinda. Oh, but then the second one is, oh, that's a good thing too. That's cool. Which one you want to keep, you guys? The other duo, the folded one, or the Page of Sweets? You into fish and chips? You into tacos? Can make this real easy. Oh, look at the... Okay, I want to pick the cupcake. Okay. Look. Have you seen this? How to eat a cupcake without getting frosting all over your face? You split it in half, and you flip the bottom upside down on top of the frosting, and you make it a sandwich. Yeah, let's keep the cupcake. We'll keep that one. Yeah, I saw somebody doing that on a short the other day, and I was like, oh my God, what a great idea. That way you still, because usually it's like take a bite off the bottom, take a bite off the top, take a bite off the bottom, and you get, if you're like me, I get frosting on my nose and everywhere else. So let's see what else we get. What we got here? Espresso. Speaking of coffee. And cheese. Looks like cheese and crackers. To do it light, cheese and crackers, so we can have our cupcakes. It's under the coffee table. Let's see. And this one, see, we're keeping this guy. We'll put it back here. Not it's too far back. Whoop. Knock you over. Okay. Let's pull one more. Water. I vote for water. I love cheese and I love espresso, but cheese and crackers? We could do cheese and crackers and the water. Since we're all kind of talked ourselves down out of the coffee. So we need either a vegetable or a full-on entree. Yep, water is always good. Always tastes good. And I keep throwing them on dang cards on the floor. Hey, cat fight. Stop. Willow? You went to Walt Disney World and ate like royalty. Disney food is pricey, but you get what you pay for, and you do not walk away hungry. That's for sure. That is for sure. Ugh. Okay. Queen of Sides. I think we could stop there if you want. Look, we can have cheese and crackers with a salad, water, and then spoil our low calories with a cupcake. What do you think? I think that sounds like a pretty dang good meal. Out of kind of not really hot for a cold place, but yeah. And then the next thing I get is coffee again. So we could add this one. The mispronounced. I, if you want to, we can add a hero, gyro, giro. The mispronounced. I like to call it. To me, that's a Greek burrito. But I live in Arizona, so yeah, I like this. This is a good healthy meal here. I'm not even feeling bad about the cupcake because it's just a cupcake, not a giant piece of cake. Right? Oh, can we justify having sweets if we really need to? And it's not something that if you're a diabetic, you can find gluten-free and low-cal and sugar-free cupcakes. So, Kathy G, hi! A gyro. I like that. I love them. They're so good. We have some really good Greek restaurants here. Oh my goodness. Good Middle Eastern food too. If you like falafel. Tucson is a good place for that kind of food. We have food from all over the world, but we're a sanctuary city. So they can go ahead and talk down sanctuary cities all they want to. Let me tell you, if nothing else, the culture's a blast, and so is the fun, so is the food. I love having lots of cultures living here. So, anybody, let's see. The questions are open. Put them in all caps and let's see if I make sure I haven't missed anybody. And then we'll read on the objects. UFO. Euro, exactly. I've always called them Euro as well. So, but I also live in Arizona where saguaros or saguaros and choyas or cholas and yeah, nobody ever pronounces anything correct here. So let's read on those. Stupid objects. Are they UFOs? What are they? Ooh. Oh, that sounds yummy. That's 3/4 of the fun of going to Mexico is going to the beach and then eating the from the vendors on the beach. If you're careful, if you eat something cold, make sure it's really, really cold and it's not in water or ice. Haha, ice will get you. So if you even have cocktails, you think that alcohol will kill the that's why everybody drinks beer when they go to Mexico. Because your cocktails are going to have ice in them. Unless you're in one of the big resorts, big international resorts. No, stay away from anything that has anything to do with the water. That means the lettuce, the cabbage, all that stuff is all washed in it. UFOs. Objects over Canada. Well, they're kind of Canada, the United States. What do you guys think? Ooh, that sounds good. You know, I've got sour cream. I don't have yogurt, but I got some cucumbers. Don't have any lamb, though. Wait a minute, I do, but I was saving that for Easter. I have rack of lamb that's only 4. It's just perfect for me. For me and one other person. Okay. First question I asked was, are the objects we have seen lately, I'm asking more than just the shot down ones, the ones we've been seeing a lot of lately, are they UFOs? That kind of, yeah. That card just yeah. That answered it in every way. Kind of weird that it did like that. Yeah, right down to the stars. But I'm also getting that what comes with them is hope, renewal, a purpose. They are a good omen, you guys. I don't know, for some reason they haven't concerned me. I haven't, all I can think of is, oh, finally, here they come. Finally, they're showing themselves. That's all it keeps entering in my head. When I'm hearing they're shaped like honeycomb, triangles. They're not balloons, gang. Let's see what else we get here. They also, wow. They're also a sign of ending. Endings and change. Them, are they getting ready to show themselves? I mean, like, come out of hiding, show themselves? Oh, girlfriend. Excellent cheese pull. Yeah, with Fontina cheese. You're making me hungry. I'm going to have rice and beans with Parmesan cheese on the top. And, well, maybe I'll just do cheddar cheese and roll it up in a tortilla. As we talk about mispronouncing names. Are they getting ready? Is this the first step in, so I'm trying to think of the word. And all I can think of is climatize, but I mean desensitize. Ah, there it is. Is this them the start of desensitizing the public of their existence? Yeah. It's a new beginnings in every way. If we come at it with innocence in our hearts and be optimistic about it and have trust in the faith, blind faith in that this is a good thing, that will afford us nothing but opportunity, adventure, and pleasure. This basically is telling me those objects are the first signs. Zit, 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 says I stutter. Those objects are the first signs of the Renaissance is here. No. We can't shoot down something like that. We don't have the firepower to shoot them down. Let's see what about the ones they're shooting down. And also, I just heard they may be it. Yeah, if it is them being shot down, it's because they're allowing it to make us feel less frightened at their existence, making us think we can shoot them down, even though their technology is far advanced. Okay. Ooh. The Sword of Truth. Yeah. Yeah, it's an air card. Yeah. This is all about the breakthrough. They're breaking through, and they're bringing new ideas. There are new technologies, and it's going to bring about a lot of conflict in ways that is, oh my goodness, that are going to bring us together again. Interesting. It's also meaning surgery. And this is an alpha card. Because of their superiority. It's going to scare us, y'all. But they're not intending to. Half of us are absolutely think it's all Hollywood bullshit that anything like that could happen. They're the ones that are going to get sliced with this sort of truth. Hey, Jay. Good to see you, hon. Yeah, I'm not so sure that they were. I think that we were led to believe they were shot down. Have they retrieved any of the wreckage? Once again, because there was talk that there would be wreckage for us to see. I'm going to pull from Tony's this time. Shining Hawk Healing and her Morning Sky Oracle cards. I think they're allowing it. I don't think they're being shot down. I think they are landing. And in order to not scare everybody, to keep the cover up going, we are being told they were shot down. And that we don't know what they are yet until the Pentagon recovers the wreckage. Hey, Bicycle Mike. Yeah, I have a very positive feeling about the world too, my friend. So here's what this says. Yeah. It's all about intention. Look at the light in the card. This time has been coming. And we're finally evolved enough as a human species to not totally flip out and freak out. Just makes me really curious. Who are they? What do they look like? And are they coming from inside the earth or are they coming from outer space? That's the other thing. Where are they? They're UAPs. You know, I'm trying real hard not to use UFO. Oh, gotta feed Mom. Hi, Mom. Enjoy. Take care, Mike. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. So yeah, it's into they have always been in the shadows. So that's as far as that goes. They do not have bad intentions. They have good intentions. It's the world. Like Mike says, feeling very positive about the world. We got that yeah, I put them all back in here now. So yeah, sorry you guys, when I do readings, I don't always remember what I just said 5 minutes ago. I definitely think they only influence our world when we need them to. And they've been doing it from the shadows. They're not doing it. Their intention is to do it from the light now. Because we have evolved enough to be able to take it, to handle it. How should we react to this? Use my soul helper deck. Yeah. A lot of the reason the world is scared of them is because of Hollywood and movies like Independence Day. And Mars Attacks. Sorry. I couldn't resist that. Oh my God. What a funny movie. Pierce Brosnan with the Chihuahua's head. Oh my goodness. Here's what their message is for us. Rise above the dark days of life. Do not fight them. They have faith, but have faith that the light will always return. They're returning here. They're returning here to help. They are being sent here to help. Yeah, they're being very skeptical. And I understand why they shot them down over water. You know, like Marge was going around saying, what if they had anything in them? You know, what if they had a disease in them like COVID? That's why they shot him down over the water, lady. Yeah, we need the Man of Steel for sure. I love how she tells generals how to do their job. God, it must be nice to be that so freaking smart. Not. This kind of, yeah. This planet's been fighting for so long. Our people, as a species, has been fighting and resisting everything, including ourselves, for so long. It's time for radiance to come. Look at this as an opportunity, because that's what it is. Don't be afraid of it. Yeah, because at first it's going to be difficult. Difficult path is being revealed. Ask for help and learn that we are connected. You know, as long as we connect with each other, as long as we keep our communication lines open with each other, they can only dim our light a little. Because we're here for each other. We recharge each other's light. But we can't recharge each other's light unless we know you're feeling your light is a little dim. So when you're feeling like that, it's okay to reach out. I mean, hey, shoot, I have lots and lots of days like that where all I want to do is just stay in bed all day. It's just too much. So that's what I do. Pretty much is stay in bed all day. Rest. Take care of yourself. You know, when you get the feeling that it's all too much, that's your psyche, your psychic abilities telling you time for self-care. One more card. Oh, yeah. And never, ever, ever forget, you guys, at least in this poll, I'll pull more cards, but I'm just, for this question, there's nothing to be afraid of, because our very existence, I love it. This is the card that's follows this card. This card is number 14. A difficult path is being revealed. And this card is number 15. And it's telling you, cast a spell with your existence. Magic flows brightly and radiantly through you. There we go, talking your light. Don't let anything you hear on the news about anything, including objects in the sky. Hi, Catlin. Good to see you. Including objects in the sky. Don't let them scare you. Because they have always been here. They've always been in the shadows, watching, observing, and participating. They're good at hiding. It is no longer their intention to hide anymore. They're coming out of the light. They're bringing it with them. So be yourself. Don't be afraid, because they are here to help us be more magical, to be more in the flow, to resist less, and stay on this path of beauty and love and harmony. Get on the path of romance and get off the path of war. Rise above the dark days, because they're going away. Oh, thank you. My Mardi Gras nails. I went a little nuts with different glitters. This one really went cuckoo. I had fun. Yeah, I figured, well, you know, Valentine's is over. We'll do Valentine's for nails for one day. So, your card for the day was the Star Ancestors. That's an awesome card. That's, yeah. My card of the day was the Seven of Nuggets in my deck that I used, but it's the Seven of Pentacles. What are we having for dinner tomorrow? burrito, squash, and spaghetti boats. Ooh. Ooh, that sounds good, actually. Hey, Jay, there's your jam. Spaghetti. Do spaghetti boats. Yeah, I'm not afraid of them either, but a lot of people will be. Especially as we start seeing more and more of them. Because we're going to start seeing more and more of them. My first thought, when it first Spirit really told me, no, there are other races out there that live under the earth. They live in the sky. Oh, roast sounds really good. Meatloaf. Oh, and riced cauliflower. That sounds good too. Yeah, at first I was really scared. At first it made me kind of sick in the pit of my stomach. The thought of the fact, whoa, Independence Day could be real. What would we do? And then I went automatically, as a script writer, Katie, wake up. Wake up. That's Hollywood. That's not the real world. We have no idea what to expect in the real world. You know, there's a lot of activity going on in the South. A lot of weird stuff going on in our skies around here, too. But there always has been in Arizona. This is Travis Walton territory. You know, he's one of the first abduction people that, like, no one really anymore doubts that happened. It's the guy up by, Spaghetti's yo jam. That happened up by Flagstaff. Up by the Painted Desert. Lots of UFOs seen up in that part of Arizona. You know, they never talked about him. They laughed. My family, everybody in the church, in the Baptist church, having a cocktail or dancing was more demonic than anything. So, we never. I can tell you, when Star Trek, the original Star Trek came out, I was not allowed to watch it. But it wasn't for Christian reasons. It was because my father thought I was too young and that it was scary for me. But I wanted to watch it so bad. And I was so mad for so many years that I didn't get to watch it when it was original and all that. What difference does it make? I've seen them all. I've seen all the Star Trek since. I haven't watched Picard, I must admit. But I don't have regular. I'd have to get Peacock or one of those to do it. So I stream mainly YouTube. Hi, Rosie's Realm. Good to see you. Welcome. 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 So, anybody else want a card? I'm here to do personal card readings too. I'm not here just to read on UFOs, UAPs and UFOs and dinner. I like what we picked for dinner. That actually sounds really good. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to have. You'll take a card? Okay, Jake. Cat, you want one? I've got Cat Shepherd and Cat Lynn. Oh, I make the time. I have a whole half hour yet to go. I'm usually here for 2 hours, sometimes a little longer. So, all depends on you guys. I'm here for you. Our friend just shared some specific Bible verses on aliens and UFOs on our community tab the other day. Really? You want a card too, Kathy G? All right. We're going to start. Let's do from Shining Hawk Healings. Yeah, we'll start out with Does that sound good for you, Jay? Yeah, I know about the late great planet Earth. Yeah. There's a lot of books from back in those days. Hal Lindsey, I won't give you my opinion of Hal Lindsey. I didn't like Hal Lindsey even as a Christian, okay? So, kind of like, what's his face that started Scientology? Guy writes a book about UFOs and he starts a dang religion? A cult, sorry. Sounds good to you? Okay. Well, you know, Cat Shepherd, back in the days of the Greeks, you know, I watched a documentary the other day and they were looking at bones. Yeah, they think dinosaur bones are what started the, you know, people finding dinosaur bones is what started the dragons. They think that Cyclops was a woolly mammoth skull because their sinuses right here form one big hole. If you don't know anything, you'd think that was an eyeball hole, right? An eye socket. Eyeball hole. Yeah, that the dinosaurs didn't fit on the ark, and that's why they didn't get saved. My family doesn't even talk about dinosaurs. It's like dinosaurs don't exist. Even though you can go and touch their bones, they never existed. Crazy, huh? Yeah, and yeah, all of the ancient text spoke of the waters, the explosions. To me, that's all. That was Atlantis. That was all Atlantis. Why do they have so many civilizations like Göbekli Tepe? Ooh, I've had to practice that to be able to say that. Let me tell you, I've spent years walking around this house going, Göbekli Tepe, Göbekli Tepe, Göbekli Tepe, so I can say it right. After the first time I heard that, I was like, well, I can't ever forget. That's like the oldest known civilization yet, 12,000 years ago. But wait, civilization is only 6,000 years old, according to modern history. Your mom used to say God put dinosaur bones there for us to have something to do. I just didn't ever question it. You know, it's funny because I would go to Sunday school and get taught all the Sunday school stuff, all the creationist stuff. And then I'd come home, and my dad was very science oriented. So in our household, it was music and science and then religion. So that started me on the heathen road anyway, because he didn't fit with the rest of his family. So I wasn't raised quite as strictly as the others were, my cousins and stuff. Sad. Okay, Jay. Let's see what we do. Message for Jay. Oh, yeah. Let's move this out of the way. Get some of these cards out of the way. Walk in beauty. Just feel that. Such a beautiful card. Walk in beauty. You know, this is a member of Tarot Love Community, by the way, that made these cards, and it's all her photography. She's a... This is not a card for you, Jay, but it is in a way. Because I'm also getting a message of watch your ego. You're not someone who lets ego get in the way. You're not feeling happy, Rose? Well, I hope you feel better. You know that you're cared for here, sweetheart. You come back. Come back. And if there's anything that we can do, sweetheart, let me know, okay? Your heathen side started by the Catholic side of your family. Well, yeah. I don't know what my mom's side of the family is. My dad's side of the family were the Baptists, so. But yeah, Jay, back to your reading. Walk in beauty and leave your ego behind. Gee, that came out easy. Look at all the light down here. I love how the swoosh kind of goes right across both cards, too, if you look at them side by side. Isn't that neat? It's just a continuous line right here. This is something you're very in tune with, and that's your consciousness. Stay in the flow. Don't let the ripples of sand polish you too much. You keep your ego in check. Well, you know, though, there's different kinds of ego here. That's what I'm hearing. There's arrogance, and then there's the opposite of, well, the counterpart of spirit. Those are two very different things. The counterpart of spirit is your fight or flight. That's ego with a capital E. That's totally different than arrogance. We need that ego to survive. You know, I've always saw divinity in nature too. I always never could understand why people felt like they had to go get under a roof and be hidden underneath that roof from God's eyes. That's how I looked at it. So to me, church is outside. My spirit is outside. Yeah, the difference between ego and arrogance is a whole world of difference. Arrogance is, I'm going to do whatever I want. Don't care what you guys think. Don't care who it hurts. That's arrogance. And that goes as being a narcissist. So that's the total opposite of Mr. Hurt 213. But I think what this card is trying to say is don't let your ego lie to you. If you have a moment where your ego is getting bored, it's going to try to play those games, and just be aware of that. That's all. Yeah, I think Gaia kind of looks at us more like we're a flea. She can go, but she doesn't want to, because she created us. She loves us. She knows what we're here for. She knows what she was created for. She was created to be a schoolhouse so that we can learn what it's like to have free will. Whoop, see if I can knock the whole thing off. You like them? Well, let me tell you, of all people to buy decks from, Shining Hawk Healing, go to her website. Go to her YouTube channel, or you can go to my playlist for Lightworkers Roundtable. She's in there, Tony, Shining Hawk Healing. She sells them from her website. And let me tell you, Jay, they're beautiful. They come in this bag. Here, I'll show it. It says the name. Here it is, shininghawkhealing.com. Is where to get them. Morning Sky Shamanic Oracle Deck. And this is all her own photography and her artwork. So they're really, really gorgeous. And they're very intuitive. There's no book. You just look at it and the spirit starts talking. I love this one. You can just see her face and everything changing and morphing as she's going into transformation. So, yeah, they're pretty cool. I've done a review on them as well. So if you want to take a look at every single one of these cards, heart and love, the bridge between. Yeah, these are fantastic cards. They're a little more expensive, but they're worth it. Like I said, they come in this beautiful bag. So you don't have to, and it's a really nice heavy duty. Not those cheapy, stretchy velvet bags. This is the real deal. And it's made, you can tell someone, it's not made in a factory. They're handmade. So I think she makes them. The bags. I know she also makes wands, drums, talking sticks, all kinds of stuff like that. But she's a shaman. So all her stuff is blessed and stuff too. Yeah, it's like the spirit is saying, get a clue. Slapping us all upside the head. Wake the hell up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Oh, I love you. Well, you know what? You can still get her deck. I don't think she's going to stop selling it. It comes in a beautiful box. And I mean, it's the way it comes. I would be very proud to give it as a gift, just right from the mailbox. Yeah, it really does depend on the deck for me, whether I need the book or not. Some of them scream at me, I don't need the book. And when I do look at the book, it's like, no, that's not what that card says to me. So sometimes I use a book and sometimes I don't. Both my decks will have books. Yeah, you heard right. On the full moon, I was given idea for a new deck to start, and I've started it. I got 22 images selected the other day. Don't have backgrounds for them yet because I'm going to do my own backgrounds. I'm going to make them with alcohol ink. See, I'm getting into the art again. Thank you very much for coloring with me because that is what got me started again. You about wore the book out? On which one? Oh, the One World? I know you were saying the other day that you really like the One World Tarot. I always have them nice and close too. They're right here. These are the prettiest tarot cards. Oh, love the colors, and they go right along with the Rider-Waite too. So I did a long review on these cards. Actually, it's like my second or third most watched video on my channel. So, there's somebody who needs a bathing suit. But the artist did a really good job because she made boobs without nipples. But yeah, So, hey, YouTube hasn't told me that yet. They can tell me. And I'll fix it then. And I like to color cards too. So I decided I will do that next. The next color day we do, I'm going to work on coloring tarot cards, my tarot deck. I got too many things going on up here. Everything's falling down. Okay, next card. Cat needs a card. Cat Shepherd is next. Cat, I'm going to pull from the Soul Helper as the cards come flying out of here. You got an important message. They're flying, girl. I appreciate you guys so much. Interesting. This card, put it in the hot seat again. Solo left. Here we go. You have a new set strategy. You feeling frustrated? Because this card is telling me that you need to look at things from a different point of view. Maybe like you went to, had some fun, Disney World. And that was around a lot of people. But I think you need some quiet time too. If you do find this new strategy, not if, when you do, because you're going to find it, just hold your head up, because when you're looking down, your vision is so limited. Keep looking forward and upward. And as you look upward, tell the universe, thank you for holding space for me. And it'll be easier to find that path to that happiness that you're looking for. I got another card. Ooh, this is a neat card. Your deepest desires constrain you. Let them go. You're like me, where we get kind of stuck in our usness, and maybe might need to see that where we're holding ourselves back, we're not seeing that. I think that comes with being older too. Kind of get where we're really focused on being comfortable, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that, just let stuff go. Let the past go. You want to find that inner child again, you got to let go of the hard times and the tough times. And once you do that, it'll be easier to see the new strategy. And the way you do it is to awaken your magic. Excuse me, the magic of your creativity. Immerse yourself in the world. Immerse yourself in your feelings. Identify them. Recognize where they come from and why they're here. Why are they coming up at this time? Hi, Mossole. Good to see you. You are taking good. How about around? You know, I think that there's what's constraining you. You're happy because you're on this path. Maybe you need to look at it from a different direction. And then you'll see that what we're afraid of is not worth being afraid of, because we're all afraid of something new. You are? See? There you go. Oh, and you dive into the dirt and into the soil and into your garden. Believe you me, as a girl who loves to wear black nail polish because her fingernails are usually pretty dirty underneath because I'm always in the garden. Always. I was out there in the garden in the snow today. So, yeah, there's a new strategy. You need to look at things a little bit differently. But you're doing that because you're being creative. You're drawing that schematic for your garden. And that is going to help you be focused on something positive, something living, something refreshing and new. And you'll forget about those things that have you constrained. And the next thing you know, what you were afraid of is gone. It's already happened. It's done. So, Cat Shepherd. Wow. Next is Cat Lynn. Does that help, Cat Shepherd? I love it. I think we'll just stick with this deck. This deck seems to be talking to us. Yeah, sometimes happiness brings on fear because happiness has been stripped from us. No kidding. I actually sabotaged my happiness because of a fear of losing it. Not sure if that is you, though. You know, first thing I ask is it what I'm going to do if it's wacky, crazy, and wild and bold? Is it going to hurt somebody other than me? If it's not, then I say, fuck it. Go for it. Enjoy it. That's what you're here for, is to live life to the fullest. And you cannot do that hiding away somewhere because you're afraid. Okay, Cat Shepherd. Okay, now we're talking Cat Lynn. Yes. Every day and in every way, things are working out in our favor. And it's true. It is so very true. And that one. Oh, I got the same card for you too. Your deepest desires constrain you, Catlin. Let go and clear your mind. I know you're doing live streams now. And I know how scary those are when you first start. And I know how reading cards and doing live streams at the very beginning of all of this is harder than hell. It gets easier, I promise you. And let me tell you, these people who love you and watch you and believe you me, there's millions of them out there. There's millions of them out there for every single one of us who have a channel. Go ahead and put your channel link in there. You guys, if you got a channel, put your links in there so that you can subscribe to each other. So yeah, you've done 2 so far. Awesome. The more you do, the easier it gets. And I really am proud of you because you're not relying on somebody else to get you started in it. You just dove in, which is brave. Very, very brave. I am very proud of you. And I can say that because that's how I started too. I just dove in with both feet. It was like, well, if I'm going to screw up, I'm going to screw up and they'll laugh at me. And then I'll know what not to do next time. So don't let that constraint, don't let those things you want the most hold you back. You got to kind of let go of the attachment of the outcome because it's as much the journey as it is the outcome. Oh, wow. Yeah, this definitely is about your channel, girl. The Tree of Wishes is calling your name. An almost forgotten wish will now come true. You know what? You don't have to do your nails. I do them because I've done them forever. I've been doing my own nails since you could. Because I got tired of paying $75, $50, whatever, for manicures. It was like, I think Kiss came out with the first acrylic powder kit, and I dove in. Made a mess. Took me forever to file them down to look like anything but the first time. But here I am like 20, 25 years later, and my nails, I can't, my fingers are naked without them. But you'll find in the summer, the nails go bye-bye because I'm out there in the dirt. It just doesn't make sense to have, I just don't have pretty nails in the summer. You want to keep yourself accountable to your daily card pull. You're just like me. You want to be as current as possible. So you want to do it right as soon as you can. You want to do it on that day. And the time, as you start getting where you're doing more editing and the time you think stuff gets longer and the more you get up, yeah, it takes time. But I love it. It's fun doing a daily card pull, isn't it? Yeah, I do one every day on Instagram and on Tarot Love Community website. I have a bulletin board that is for the card of the day. I'm going to pull one more. Oh, and you got the difficult path being revealed. Interesting. Well, I can tell you that the YouTube path is not an easy one. It will test you. It will test your ego. It will test your feelings of, am I worthy? Don't let it get to you. And if you do feel those things happening, reach out. There's a lot of us here who have been there, who can help you with that. Yeah. Well, you will find, though, you know what I do for my card of the day is on Thursdays, I'll sit Thursday mornings in my meditation in the morning. And that's right after I do my card of the day. I'll start thinking, what do you want me to do? What deck do you want me to use for next week? Because I use one deck for the whole week. And then I will come over here to my decks and run my hand over them. And the one where my hand gets hot, that's the one I use. And then I will sit and shuffle, and shuffle, 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 shuffle. And then I'll do the spread them out and pick 7 cards and I put them in a pile. And then I have a little bag that I put them in. And then each day, anywhere from midnight to 3 a.m., I pull just the one card for that day. I look at just that card. I try very hard not to look at the days ahead. And it just saves a little more time. So, thank you for putting your channel in there. That's cool. And thank you, Jay, for subscribing to Kat. Yeah, Jay is a great one to give you support and stuff. He's got a kind heart. So, yeah, that's a good, your difficult path is being revealed, but don't worry about it because as long as you ask for help or, how do you guys do this or whatever, it's like, it took me 1.5 years to figure out how to do this 2-screen thing. And all it did was, watch a YouTube video, girlfriend. Wake up. It's really easy. It's silly easy. So it's just a matter of setting settings and doing it. Only thing is it doesn't work really well when you're just using StreamYard to record. Yeah, it does keep it kind of fluent. And also you will find that, I do anyway, when I do that, it for sure is a message that will, each day is a separate piece to the week of message of the week. I used to do a summary on Sundays of all the cards, but that just got to be too much. It got to be too much for me. Thanks you guys. I'm glad you subbed to Cat. Next person. Oh, and I haven't heard from her today, but you guys, PD Connects contacted me yesterday from the emergency room. She was not feeling well. So keep her in your prayers, please. Yeah, we know. You know, Buy Me a Coffee rocks. So does Cash App, because neither one of them, well, Buy Me a Coffee charges a small fee, but Cash App, for people to donate to you, they don't like charge you a fee like PayPal does. PayPal charges a fee. Yeah, that's the other thing. And please don't, when you're listening and trusting your intuition, you're going to hear something in the back of your mind telling you, yeah, right. Are you really as good as you think you are? Don't pay any attention to that. That is your ego with a capital E lying to you. So, thank you, Kat. That's great. Yeah, because I know you sub to PD. So, and I hadn't heard from her since. And I sent her a message earlier and said, are you okay? So, okay. This is for Kathy W. Are you still here, Kathy? If not, I'm still going to read for you. It's time to put the weapons down, Kathy. Thank you, you guys. Thank you. Yeah, she's also on Instagram if you're on Instagram too. Yeah. Kathy, energized in the natural world. It's time to put your weapons down. Take a rest. Focus on the light instead of on the struggle. Well, I've said if you guys got channels, if you have a channel, put your links in. Jay, put your link in there, please. I'm actually going to be doing that. You guys feel free. I want you to do that. You're working hard on your channels too. So, yes, Kathy W. It's time for a rest. Put your weapons down. Yeah. Oh, and these cards are supposed to go together. I love how the colors are working together today. Release your creative energies and make use of them in your life. What you've been using, all that energy you've been using to stay afloat and fight back and all that, now it's time to put that energy into being creative and beautiful and sparkly and bringing in joy and happiness into your life. I love you. Get on your ass. I get on your ass for that, boy. Hurry up, honey. I don't mean that. You know I love you. Oh, you're sweet. Yes. Yeah, since you guys are all, that's why I make everybody a mod in here. There you go. There's Rick's channel. He is great with yoga, mindfulness, peaceful meditations. Even his shorts are calming and peaceful. So go subscribe to Herc213. My friend. You're funny. Whoa. Oh, Kathy. You're thinking in a past life mode. Something from a past life is part of what's holding you back. It's making you want to fight when you don't need to fight. You need to find a way to be more in the moment now, not in the future, and not in the current past, and not in your far back past. Sometimes I think we get a little bit too focused in the Akashic records and our past lives. There's a reason why those lives are in the past. Most of those lessons from that life you already learned. You don't need to rehash them. Those that you did not learn will come up in this life. However, that being said, it is good to know something about some of your past lives, because you are not only a light worker, you're a light carrier. You're a light bringer. The light not only follows you, but it flows to you and through you. See how the light's coming in here? Right across there. Right into that little person right there. You go lay down, my dear. You rest, sweetheart. Take care of yourself. Love you so much. And I noticed now I'm 12 hours over. But that's okay, because I'm on my last reading. And so, yeah, Kathy W., I hope you come back and see this, because, hey, Rose Blue, you overslept. Well, I'm glad you got your rest. And here is a final. This card, I'm going to use this card for all of us. I love this card. It's for Kathy as well. Live in this world, not the past world, not in the future one. Live. There you are. Hey, Kathy. Petey, how are you? I was just telling everybody you were in the emergency room yesterday. It's good to see you, honey. You doing okay? Yeah. So the final card, Kathy, this final card is for, yeah, don't be afraid of your dreams. Forget the past. Don't worry about the future, because those two things, past you can't change, and the future takes care of itself. So create that future that you want, your paradise. If you want to live somewhere where you can wear hibiscus in your hair all day and very little clothes, go for it. Go for it. Wow. That's a beautiful card. Yeah. And this is a really good one. Time for the guilt and shame to end now. Whatever we are feeling guilty about, shameful of, we do that to ourselves. Because even if someone else keeps bringing those things forward to you, how it affects you is your control, not their control. As I knock my microphone out, that's under their control. Their life, their control. They can't blame you for their being a victim, because you didn't do nothing. You feel yourself feeling like a victim, you need to kind of check yourself. What is it that I'm doing that maybe I'm doing this? Maybe it's not an outside influence. Guess which ones I'm doing? Therapists. Now you see how I shuffle these. Gosh, they're hard to shuffle. Trying to keep yourself calm. I thought that was what was going through, what was happening yesterday. What has got you so worked up? If it's your YouTube channel, take a break. Stop. Don't do it, because YouTube's not worth that. YouTube is not worth it, and it'll do that to you if you let it. And it's really hard when your channel all of a sudden starts to take off and everybody's coming to you asking you for, come read with me, come be on my channel, blah, 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 blah. And it's a great thing. It's a wonderful feeling, but it's scary too. So, yeah, I kind of figured it was anxiety yesterday, only because I've had them so many times. Oh, I see. I get you. Did you just stop taking something instead of tapering off? Because big pharma medications will get you if you do not taper off. Some of them will kill you if you don't. And I'm sure they probably told you that in the ER, didn't they, darling? Especially things like antidepressants. They can fuck up your mind if you just abruptly quit them, because they mess with the chemicals in your brain. So you have to be very, very, very carefully. Yeah, honey. Well, you know what? Sometimes that slap upside the head comes from your mom. She talks to me. She knows I'm watching out for you. I'm sorry. Yeah, I should tell you my story. I told Dolly about it earlier. I had an anxiety attack. It was really bad. So bad that when I called 911, that dispatcher had me tell her every heartbeat because she was keeping my pulse. That's how high my blood pressure got. And when paramedics, the fire truck, everybody got here, paramedics, they all, talked to me, got me a little calmed down, but it still wouldn't completely calm down. And I was in this cold sweat. My hair was wringing wet. It's because my blood pressure was so out of whack. And then they got a call on the radio. There was a really bad car accident and they needed the paramedics. So the captain released the paramedics. Says, you're calming down enough. You don't really want to get the flu and stuff if you go to the hospital. You seem to be doing better. Is that okay? So I was like, yeah, okay. And then as I'm talking to them, I'm feeling it coming back, because I know they're going to get ready to leave too. And all of a sudden, the panic started to come back. And I didn't feel so good. Started sitting, I'm getting lightheaded. So they decided, okay, we will break the law. If you don't tell anybody, so here I'm telling everybody on YouTube, this was back in 2008. It was a long time ago. Those guys I don't think they even work here anymore. But they told me, we will give you a ride in a fire truck, but we have to let you out a block before we get to the hospital because it's against city ordinance for a citizen to ride along in the fire truck, which is crazy. The police do ride-alongs. Why can't the fire department do ride-alongs? I guess people get hurt at fires. They don't get shot at cop ride-alongs anyway. So anyway, I was like, yeah, okay. So, hey, I got a ride to the emergency room in the fire truck instead of the ambulance. And they let me out around the corner. And I walked around the corner and went in. But hey, it was pretty fun, pretty fascinating. But yeah, my blood pressure and everything was just pouring on. And I was in such a stressed out state. This was taking care of my elderly mom. I was in such a stressed out state that they kept me overnight. The hospital kept me, put me on Ativan to sleep and let me sleep. And I was lots better by the time dinner time rolled around the next day. So, PD, nothing is worth that, baby. I hope that, they get you all figured out so that you can get off the things that you don't want to take anymore. But do it slowly. Don't do it in a hurry. When it comes to medication, don't do anything abruptly without at least talking to your pharmacist first. Actually, that's who I would talk to. Nah, you're not a failure. First of all, there's no such thing. There is no such thing as failure. There's only lessons. And you've learned a lesson. So quit saying you're a failure. These are the tapes that are caused by your ego with a capital E lying to you. You are never a failure. You are a perfect creation of the universe. You're using all caps. You need a reading on your... Did your BFF told you? Okay. Okay, hon. I will check on that. Yeah. kdmoonchild's world. At kdmoonchild's world. PD Connects. You are a badass and a winner. Never forget that, darling. You are. Good. You're so much fun. Everybody loves you, girl. You made it. You have made a splash in the community. In a couple communities. So, now, the Therapet's message for us today. There you go. This is what you need to know. Your speed doesn't matter. Forward is still forward. Even if it feels like you're standing in one place. Just because you feel like trash doesn't mean you are. PD, my friend, that one's for you. You are a unicorn. PD is a very good reader. She's very intuitive. Oh, wow, PD, this one's for you. This is the bottom of the deck. Anxiety lies. There is no doom incoming, and you're managing everything just fine. Only way that card can be more perfect, girlfriend, is if it was a cat instead of a dog. Love you guys so much. You guys are so important to me. Ah, here you go. There's a kitty in the same pink. There's a friendly reminder that the negative voices in your head is not you, and you are actually completely delightful. I love you guys so much. I like to say I don't believe in luck, but I can say doing this, I start getting ready about 8:30 in the morning, and I start going through the makeup and the getting prepared and getting in my right frame of mind. And when I first get up, it's like, oh, I got to go live today. But as I start putting on the face and I start the meditations, and I am so wound up and so excited that I'm sitting here a half hour before time to go live. To go live, because I want to go live so soon, so quick. So thank you. You guys, your energy does that. Thank you very, very much. I love you all so much. You are my whole reason for being here. So whatever you're needing, please call me. Well, you can't call me, but you can message me, direct message me through Instagram. And that's one thing also I need to tell you. As a card reader, I will never, ever, ever solicit you for a reading or a donation. Now, when I solicit for a donation, it's because of the charity that I want to give it to. It is not because I personally want that money. I'm not into this for the money. The charity that I'm connected to is one that stops child sex trafficking, and they're really making headway all over the world. And it's a cause I definitely believe in. So you guys have a great evening and a great rest of your day. Don't forget to come back tomorrow, 5 o'clock. I started to say Western. 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern for the Lightworkers Roundtable. Tarot Stash tomorrow. Gerald and I will have a great time in entertaining you guys and talking to you in the chat. Let's raise our vibes. Love you so much. Be kind to one another, but love yourself, please. We'll see you next time. Here we go. Try to finish getting this closeout thing. We'll see you next time, you guys. Bye-bye now.